I sought death with all my heart, but I was dragged into a horror game instead. A ghost with half a head and an axe chased me. I requested sincerely, "Your axe is truly beautiful. Could you lend it to me so I can do it myself?" A long-haired ghost crawled out of a picture frame. With admiration on my face, I said, "Your hair is so resilient. Could you give some to me to use as a noose?" A ghost peeled off its skin right in front of me. I clapped my hands. "Your peeling technique is superb. Could you peel me too?" The ghosts looked at each other in confusion. One by one, they went to the big boss to complain. "She's not afraid of death at all. How about we heal her first, then kill her?" Later, the big boss held me tightly with countless tentacles, with cautious tenderness. "Can an embrace like this warm you? Please, don't die, okay?" I had just stepped onto the roof of a 30-story building when I received a call from my manager, Xin Zhao. "Fong Lin, I'm warning you, those attending tonight are all powerful big shots. If you refuse to come, just wait to pay the massive breach of contract penalty." I had heard this rhetoric more than once. If I went, I would become a plaything for those powerful men, to be discarded after use. I was long tired of living like this. Seeing my silence, Xin Zhao threatened me once more. "Think carefully. The company still has those photos of yours. You wouldn't want these photos to get out, would you? I'm about to die anyway. Why would I care about some photos? I used to have dreams of singing, fearing that leaked photos would ruin my career. But now, none of that matters anymore. So be it." I looked at the view 30 stories below, spread my arms, and leaped. There was no expected sensation of weightlessness. It felt like I had just blinked for a second. And then I heard a cold, hollow mechanical voice. "Welcome to the horror game dungeon, Forest Ghost Mansion. Players clear the dungeon by surviving for 7 days. Current players, 8. Difficulty level, S. Wishing all players a happy death." I couldn't help but open my eyes. Before me was no longer the neon-lit city nightscape. In a mist-shrouded forest, a sinister Chinese-style mansion gradually emerged. At the same time, agonizing screams came from behind me. S-rank difficulty. No one has ever survived this dungeon. We're doomed this time. Where is this place? I was just at the school library studying. How did I suddenly end up here? We've all been pulled into a horror game. If you die here, you die in reality too. So, I'm not dead yet. I'm so tired. Do I really have to jump again? You don't need to be overly terrified. When ghosts in this game kill, certain conditions must be met first. If the conditions aren't met, the ghosts cannot kill you. What are the conditions? They differ for every dungeon. But since this is an S-rank dungeon, the killing conditions must be very easy to trigger. Everyone, be careful. So I have to trigger a condition just to die? That's not easy at all. Ah. That man only has half a head. As the schoolgirl's voice trailed off, the half-headed axe ghost dove toward us with a sneer. Screams erupted all around. The other players scattered like startled birds. Only I remained motionless. The axe ghost rushed in front of me, heaving the axe high, but it didn't fall for a long time. "Why aren't you afraid at all?" "Hello, Mr. Axe Ghost, may I ask something? When you chop me later, could you cut me at the waist?" "What? I like to sing. I don't want to damage my vocal cords. If I end up with half a head like you, I'm afraid I won't be able to sing in the underworld. So, I humbly request, I hope you can start from the waist." Oh no, this must have brought up his painful memories. Losing half a head must have hurt, right? Does it still hurt now? It hurts a lot. A waist cut hurts too. Aren't you afraid? Compared to the pain of a waist cut, I'm more afraid of living. You aren't killing me. Is it because I haven't triggered the killing condition? How about this? Tell me the condition, and I'll follow it so you can finish me off quickly. You want to die that badly? Are the conditions considered your trade secrets? If it's inconvenient to tell me, could you lend me your axe for a moment? What do you want to do? I want to do it myself. I just don't know if the kill count would still go to you. Are you mentally ill? Is it that obvious? I do have a bit of depression. To be precise, it's more than just a bit. Lately, my symptoms have become increasingly severe. I can hardly control my path towards self-destruction. I looked at the axe in his hand, finding it more and more alluring. That is the temptation of death calling to me. Before I knew it, I couldn't help but raise my hand to hit his axe. However, nothing happened. You haven't triggered the condition. Neither I nor my tools can kill you. Leave. If you truly seek death, you can try the other ghosts in the mansion. My heart sank. As expected, I really am useless. Even in a horror game, I'm being pushed away by ghosts. I cannot seek life, and I cannot seek death either. Dragging my weary legs, I slowly walked into that Chinese-style mansion. From the forest to the courtyard, there were bloodstains everywhere. It turns out that just moments ago, 3 players had already been killed by ghosts. Is triggering the condition really that easy? Why couldn't I do it? I walked into the main hall with heavy steps. The remaining 4 players looked at me in shock. You're actually still alive? I'm still alive. What a sad reality. Even the dining table in the main hall, which was covered in a feast, couldn't arouse my appetite. The food in the game is sometimes poisoned. To avoid risks, each of us should pick one dish and take a bite. That way, at least we can be sure which dishes are edible. Poisoned? Being poisoned to death sounds like a good way to go. No need for that, let me do it. I sat down and picked up my chopsticks, tasting every single dish on the table. The others watched, dumbstruck. Time passed. After I finished my meal, still nothing happened. The others finally felt safe enough to sit down, stuffing food into their mouths. I put down my chopsticks. A man with a crew cut suddenly leaned in and asked, "How did you know the food wasn't poisoned? You seem pretty capable. How about we team up?" His hand was heavy, almost grabbing my shoulder. In an instant, I couldn't breathe. As if returning to those nights of humiliation and being trampled, I was so suffocated that I couldn't make a sound. It felt as if a knife was sliding back and forth against my throat. Nausea churned like an ocean wave. Finally, I couldn't hold it back anymore and vomited everything I had just eaten onto him. So disgusting. I'm sorry. The crew cut man jumped up, shouting. His gaze turned to one of pure disgust. I should have been used to such looks by now. Yet my heart still felt a sharp pang of pain. Cursing under his breath, the man stood up, intending to clean his clothes, but he suddenly found he couldn't move. Not just him. Everyone present was the same. Hair, we're being entangled by hair. There was a long-haired woman in a painting in the dining room. Without anyone noticing, the hair of the long-haired woman spilled out of the frame, as if it were alive, slithering along the table legs to bind our legs. And the woman in the white dress with long hair was crawling out of the frame step by step. The others screamed incessantly, but it seemed the louder they screamed, the tighter the hair of the ghost wrapped around them. Is screaming the condition to be killed? So, I screamed too, but my voice was weak and lifeless, dry and hollow. It lacked any real momentum. After only a few shouts, the ghost couldn't help but turn and glare at me. What are you blindly screaming for with the others? Your fear level is 0. If you don't feel anything, don't fake it. Was it too unpleasant for you? I'm sorry. I just really admire you. Your hair quality is so good, so strong and resilient. It's perfect to use as a noose. This is hair I used to kill people. Not only are you not afraid, but you want to use it as a noose? Or you could just wrap it around my neck and finish me. I just threw up earlier. So no matter how tight you wrap it, I won't vomit again. Don't worry. I definitely won't get your hair dirty. The long-haired ghost was speechless. She sat up, brushed her hair back, and looked me over. It seemed she wanted to see what kind of freak was talking to her. Only then did I notice she had such a delicate face. You are truly beautiful. Really? My husband always said I was ugly. He told me to hide my face with my hair. No way, you're the most beautiful ghost I've ever seen. This feast was also prepared by me. Did you find it delicious? Delicious, very delicious. Coming home to find a warm, delicious meal on the table. This is the first time I've experienced this feeling. I am an orphan. My parents died early in a car accident. I got used to living alone. When I face hardships, I have no one to talk to, and no power to resist. I am a very cowardly person. I fantasize about escaping and forgetting my troubles. I know it's wrong, but I can't find a reason to keep living. No one loves me, and I have no one to love. In my life, I have almost never felt the presence of warmth. But in this horror game, this warm meal after coming home actually gave me a slight sense of belonging. Thank you for the meal. I had regrets in the human world I couldn't fulfill, but I found closure here. So now, can you give me your hair? To use as a noose? I can't. A person like you. My hair cannot kill you. Her words were exactly like the axe ghost's. What kind of person am I? The past insults and curses told me that I am a filthy, wretched, and shameless woman. Maybe that's really true. For a filthy person like me, it's best to end it myself. I shouldn't dirty their hands. I didn't speak again. And left in silence. Since I can't rely on the game's ghosts to die, I decided to rely on my own efforts. There were many rooms in the mansion. Each of us chose a room to stay in. I filled a wooden tub with warm water for a bath. I also took a fork from the dining table. A fork is no blade, but at least it's something. Sitting in the tub, I was about to try it with the fork when a woman suddenly emerged from the water. She was an incredibly beautiful woman, seductive and enchanting, full of charm. Before I could react, I saw her grab the top of her own head with her bare hands. Like peeling an orange, she peeled her entire skin off completely, revealing the skull underneath. I was left jaw-dropped. If I had that skill, why would I need a fork? I could just do it with my bare hands. Your peeling technique is superb. It doesn't look that painful either. Could you peel me too? What? You really aren't afraid at all? Why does every single ghost have to ask me why I'm not afraid? Clearly, humans are the most dangerous things. Just as I was about to speak, the cold mechanical voice rang in my ear again. Current player count, 2. There are only 2 people left? What exactly did I do wrong? Don't look at me like that. I can't kill you either. Why? The big boss is here. A dense mass of black mist carried a powerful, crushing pressure toward us. Countless tentacles danced in the air. One of the tentacles was holding a person. It was that crew-cut man. The man's eyes were wide with terror. And the next moment, he was crushed by the big boss. The cold mechanical voice announced again. Current player count, 1. Why is the one who wants to die most the one who survived? Efficiency is too low this time. We still haven't finished killing these few people. I looked up at the big boss of the horror game. Handsome eyebrows, a tall nose, ice blue eyes. His face had a cold, sharp-edged handsomeness. Except for the countless tentacles on his body, he could truly be called a beautiful man. This one. I really can't kill her. The other ghosts have tried too, but none could make her trigger the condition. Oh? Is that so? The big boss leaned down. Those ice blue eyes stared at me, as if measuring my worth. Hello, are you there, boss? Could you please gather all the ghosts to see if any of them can kill me? You are insulting me. No, no. On the contrary, I admire you all very much. Every one of you here is a talent among ghosts. You speak well. And everyone has their own specialty. I believe one of you must be able to kill me. You truly don't have a shred of fear? Well, there is some fear. I see your mansion is very grand. If I die here, will it affect your property value? If you're concerned about the housing prices, I can die in the forest, so as not to cause you any trouble. Does that work? You're talking to me about property values in a horror game? So many people die in this mansion every day. What difference does one more make? That's good, then. You can choose any location to kill me. I'll cooperate. The big boss took a deep breath, seemingly finally at his wit's end. He suddenly spread all his tentacles wide. Instantly, a powerful blast of air hit my face, feeling like it would flatten my features. But I was very peaceful. Boss's tentacles. I can finally die. I even felt countless tentacles wrapping around my body. Perhaps the big boss was going to crush me, just like he did the crew-cut man. That would be for the best. My filthy body doesn't deserve to remain in this world. I closed my eyes, ready to say goodbye. But the airflow grew weaker and weaker, until it finally returned to calm. I opened my eyes in confusion, only to see the big boss's exasperated face. I told you. This woman is beyond strange. Looking out the window again, without anyone noticing, the axe ghost, the long-haired ghost, and all sorts of other ghosts had arrived. A dark crowd of ghosts floated outside the window, all watching the drama unfold. The big boss's ice blue eyes flickered, and a branch-like tentacle tore down the window and wall, leaving the peeping ghosts with nowhere to hide. What are you staring at? Get over here, all of you. The other ghosts were startled into motion, approaching one by one with their heads hung low. The big boss spoke like a leader giving a lecture. Now what? If we can't kill all the players, the bonuses will be gone. I'll be left with nothing but thin air to eat. Should I excuse myself? It's the same whether you excuse yourself or not. Since we've reached this point, there's no harm in telling you directly. In this dungeon, the condition for ghosts to kill players is for the player's fear value to reach 30 or above. And look at you. Your fear value mostly stays steadily at 0. Occasionally flickering to 10. You're actually the one worried about not being able to die. With a nature like yours, just live on. Who could possibly outlive you? No wonder the more panicked the other players were upon seeing ghosts, the faster they died. Then let me try. To see if I can make myself a little more afraid, I widened my eyes and gasped heavily, backing away in a panic, putting on a show of being terrified. Fear value is something that can't be faked. Your acting is useless. Then in what other areas can I work harder? I have an idea. Speak. Her fear value isn't hitting the mark now. But at its core, it's because she's seeking death. In that case, why don't we try to heal her first? Make it so she's reluctant to die. And once a person fears death, the fear value will naturally rise. Hee, when that time comes, killing her will be a piece of cake. That makes some sense. But then comes the problem. Being as ugly as we are, deformed, cold, and covered in tentacles, how could we possibly have the power to heal a human? The ghost crowd fell into silence. Amidst the quiet, I spoke up softly. I think there's a problem with that line of thinking. Appearance and the ability to heal others don't really have a connection. Besides, ghosts have their own aesthetics, and humans have theirs. Maybe in the eyes of others, you are terrifying. But in my eyes, you are much better than most of the humans I've encountered. I fear the burning body temperature of humans, but every time I touch you, it's a refreshing, cool sensation, which makes me feel at ease. Others fear your coldness, but to me, it's actually the safest feeling. As my words fell, the ghosts in the room didn't make a sound for a long time. A suspicious flush appeared on many of their faces, like a mix of being touched and excited. When they looked at me, a soft light actually shimmered in their eyes. How strange. I actually saw softness in the eyes of ghosts. The big boss was also stunned, though he tried his best to restrain himself. I could tell that he involuntarily wagged his tentacles at me, just like a puppy wagging its tail. You're quite an interesting woman. I don't really want you to die so quickly now. How pleasant. Let me see why exactly she seeks death so much. Before I could react, I felt the world spinning and fainted. I seemed to have had a long dream. In the dream, I was back in high school. Xinjiao and I were in the restroom. He looked very angry. Stay away from Brother G. Don't always hang around him. You clearly know he's the one I have my eyes on. I haven't. I tried to explain through my tears, but he wouldn't stop at all. All of this was simply because his crush, Ji Buxiao, heard me sing at the school gala. He praised me right in front of Xinjiao, saying this girl is beautiful, and her singing is amazing. She'd surely become a star if she became a singer. Xinjiao couldn't stand Ji Buxiao looking at anyone else, especially someone like me, a lowly person with no one to rely on. From then on, he held a grudge against me, leading his circle of friends to target me everywhere, making my life difficult. That malice rushed toward me like a tide. Everything, just because of a single compliment from Ji Buxiao. But what did I do wrong? Later, I understood. Xinjiao wasn't actually worried I'd steal Ji Buxiao. From beginning to end, he just felt I wasn't worthy. He just needed a tool to vent his anger on. And since I was alone, I just happened to be in his line of fire. I endured it, crawling until I finally escaped after the college entrance exam. I got into my dream music conservatory, and in my senior year, an entertainment company reached out to me. They said they liked my image and voice, and wanted to sign me as a singer under their label. They promised to help me release an album, and maybe even give me a chance to hold a concert. Holding a concert had always been my dream. I was tempted. Back then, I thought a new chapter of my life was about to begin. Until I signed the contract and went to the company to meet my manager. Opening the office door, I saw Shen Zhao's face, the face of my nightmares. He was smiling brightly, looking as gentle as a spring breeze. Fong Li, long time no see, without you by my side. I always felt like something was missing. But luckily, from now on, we can be together often again. I forgot to introduce myself. My dad is the chairman of this entertainment company. And I am your future manager. My whole body trembled, painful memories flooding back. Shen Zhao, however, apologized to me, saying he was sorry for the past and would make it up to me in the future, helping me achieve my dreams. Does a bully really repent? Afterward, Shen Zhao indeed treated me well for a while. He no longer hit or scolded me, and even helped me rent an apartment near the company. To make it easier for me to record my records, I let my guard down slightly, but soon I found myself falling into a deep sleep for no reason. When I woke up, I felt unusual pain in my lower body, accompanied even by a sense of tearing. I guessed what had happened and went to confront Shen Zhao. Once exposed, he didn't bother to pretend anymore. Smiling, he pulled out a stack of photos. Fong Li, you really do have a nice figure. No wonder Ji Buxiao was mesmerized by you back then. Look at these poses. So seductive. You're still the same as in high school. A shameless little wretch. I want to terminate the contract. The massive penalty for breach of contract in black and white. Can you afford it? I fell silent. When I signed the contract, I was so grateful for the opportunity that I didn't notice these huge traps at all. If you can't afford it, then obey me. Otherwise, if these photos get out, your lifelong music dream will be completely ruined. In the bathroom, I washed my body over and over again. But I couldn't get it clean. It always felt filthy. And that music dream that sustained me was eventually defeated by reality. I recorded and released several singles, but these songs all vanished without a trace, drowning in the internet's noise. Shen Zhao said it was all because my ability was too poor. If he hadn't cared for our old school ties, a person like me would never have been signed by any company. Hearing these things so much, even I began to doubt myself. Why was no one listening to my songs? Was I really that terrible? I don't know when it started, but I felt that life was no longer worth living. Maybe only death could be the release from all this. I closed my eyes and jumped from a 30-story building. The intense feeling of falling woke me up. Opening my eyes, a circle of ghosts surrounded the bed. All of them had red eyes, looking at me as if they wanted to say something. In the eyes of those ghosts, I actually read a sense of heartache. Fong Li, I'm sorry. Without permission, I took your memories. A ghost with a blue and red body apologized to me. He said his name was the Memory Stealer Ghost, able to steal memories from deep within a human's heart and transmit them to other ghosts. It seemed that every ghost present already knew the reason why I sought death. I couldn't help but shrink back. I'm sorry, I'm very dirty, aren't I? How could that be? The ones who are filthy are that Shen Zhao and those disgusting men. Boss, you have to help her. I turned around only to realize that at some point, the big boss had actually vanished without a trace. I lowered my head, that uncontrollable sense of low self-esteem surging up again. It's just because you're too dirty. Others feel disgusted just looking at you. Once people find out about the things you've done, who would ever truly want to be near you? Those words that were repeatedly ingrained in my mind rang out once more. But the concerned looks from the ghosts before me dispelled those words one by one. Maybe you want a hug? Many ghosts stepped forward to give me a hug. Others with strange appearances were worried about scaring me and hid timidly behind. I gave them hugs as well. The cold body temperature was actually the warmest place for me. Thank you all. In this lifeless world, this is the first time I felt kindness that isn't transactional. Suddenly, a gale accompanied by a massive black mist arrived fiercely. The big boss was back. He stretched out countless pitch-black tentacles, his icy blue eyes filled with murderous intent. As the black mist dissipated, I noticed people hanging from his tentacles. They were several familiar-looking men, and one woman I hated to the bone. Shen Zhao didn't make you wait too long, did he? When the big boss turned to look at me, the killing intent in his eyes faded, replaced by a touch of tenderness. I was caught off guard by this tenderness. You just went to catch them? Yes. It took a bit of time, but it wasn't much trouble. Those chosen to enter the horror game's S-tier dungeon are usually people who have committed heinous crimes. But you were an exception. Because your entry spot was forcibly transferred to you by someone else that can be transferred. When entering an S-tier dungeon, the chances are high that you'll die. Some who find out in advance that they might enter the game will use some underhanded tricks to transfer their spots, letting someone else die in their place. So my spot was transferred to me by Shinjiao? Correct. But what he doesn't know is, even if a spot is transferred, I, the big boss, can still pull villains and those with evil hearts into the game at any time. Xiaoli, if I deal with these people for you, will you be a little happier? Yes. That's good then. By this time, Xin Zhao and the big shots who had been terrified finally regained their senses. The once influential big shots, now entangled by tentacles, still didn't forget to shout, "What are you things? Do you know who I am? Let me go. My son." President Guo's torso was crushed in an instant. As the tentacles tightened, the big shot's body exploded like a firework. Then, one cluster after another of red fireworks went off. Every burst of fireworks was a man who had once bullied me. Xin Zhao was trembling with fear. The big boss had saved him for last. Mistake. You've got the wrong person. I shouldn't be the one in the horror game. Fongli, tell them. It's you they should be taking. Anyway, you're so filthy. Your life is meaningless. You might as well die in my place. I looked at him coldly. At this moment, Xin Zhao's fear value wasn't just 30. It was probably over 300. Confess now. Where are the photos and the contract? They're all in the safe in my office. The code is 573-942-1680. You dare lie to me? Nonsense. I'm telling the truth, the code is real. But in my phone, and in the locked drawer at the very bottom of the office desk, there are 2 more backups. The drawer key is hidden in the cactus pot. That's everything. I'm really telling the truth. So can you let me go now? I'm the young miss of Shin Entertainment. I can't die. If you want to kill someone, kill Fongli. Her life is cheap. No one will care if she dies. No one may care. But she has ghosts like me who care. And us. Now, let the one you call a cheap life decide your fate. I just want to ask you one thing. Those singles I recorded that vanished without a trace. Was it really because my songs were bad? Or was the company sabotaging them behind my back? Well, of course. Think carefully before you speak. Those singles. The company restricted their distribution. Not a single penny was spent on marketing. What I said before about spending a lot on marketing was all a lie. So it wasn't that I wasn't good enough. It turns out I wasn't that bad after all. So now, can you let me go? I turned my head away and didn't say a word. The big boss understood. His tentacles tightened, and the final blood-red firework burst open. Extraordinarily brilliant and grand, it was immensely satisfying. The departure of Xin Zhao and those men was like a crack being torn. In an endless expanse of darkness, light shone through. That fear and pain that had hung over my head for so long without dissipating seemed to dissolve amidst those blood-red fireworks. The demons who dragged me into the abyss were finally gone. Thank you. A simple thank you, is it? Then what do you think would be better? How about you sing a song for us? One song is not enough. Let's just hold a concert for you. A concert, a dream I had longed for so long. If not for this dream, I probably wouldn't have been able to endure. I've never even been on a proper stage. Can I really do it? Ha ha ha, Xiaoli. If we say you can, then you definitely can. holding a concert in a horror game. I might be the first. The ghosts actively helped me with promotion, spreading the news of the concert through various underworld social media platforms. In the forest, they helped me build a massive stage. Not many seats were set up, because most of the audience could just float to watch. In the horror game, it had been a long time since there was such an entertainment activity. Many ghosts from other dungeons flocked there upon hearing the news. The atmosphere in the forest was as lively as a festival. Right before the opening, I was still a bit uneasy. Can I really do this? I've never sung in front of so many people. In the past, I didn't even have any living fans. Don't feel pressured. All ghosts, no matter how many, are dead. There won't be a single living fan. The living fans I meant were... I know, Xiaoli. Although we aren't your living fans, we can be your active fans. I was amused by him, and strangely, I calmed down. On the 7th day of entering the horror game, the concert began. Thousands of ghosts around the stage were standing, sitting, hanging, floating, and standing on their heads. The forest was packed. When I appeared, a thunderous wave of screams erupted from all around. This was the first time so many people wanted to hear me sing. The heart I thought would never be moved again was now pounding wildly with excitement. This was the stage I had dreamed of. The ghost band, formed temporarily, accompanied me on the side, light in the darkness. This was the first single I released, and my most favorite one. To other players in the horror game, these ghosts might be the darkness itself. But to me, they are the light that rescued me from the darkness, splitting open that airtight, suffocating night to illuminate my life. The moment I started singing, the once noisy forest instantly fell silent. The ghosts were fully immersed in the atmosphere. Following the melody of the music, they waved their light sticks in the air. The entire forest turned into a firefly forest for me and the ghosts. This was a kind of support I had never seen before. The forest in the horror game had never been so lively or so radiant. When the song ended, the ghosts below the stage screamed my name. The happiness and satisfaction of this moment are hard to describe in words. Fongli. 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 We all love you. My nose tingled with emotion, and my long-suppressed heart finally felt bright. So I could also be loved like this. So I was also worthy of such happiness. I had never, as I did at this moment, felt the value and meaning of being alive. I lifted my face and looked at this firefly forest that belonged to me. The light fell upon my body. I could also shine. The first concert of my life concluded perfectly. And this day was also the last day of the Forest Ghost House dungeon. Xiaoli, do you still want to die now? No. In this lifeless, terrifying world, I felt a vitality I had never felt before. The big boss. You all did it. You healed me. Now I really want to keep living. I guess, being so afraid of death, my fear value must be through the roof, and I could easily be killed by you all. Do you really think we healed you just to kill you? Xiaoli, you have to live well. We worked so hard to save you. You have to sing more beautiful songs to do us justice. If I sing, will you be able to hear it in the horror game? Of course. We can use the Underworld network to bypass the firewall to the human world's internet. We will always be following you. After you go back, hurry and destroy the contract and photos. Once that's done, you'll be free. But I still want to stay here more. I want to be with you all. Compared to the lonely human world, I'd rather be with my family. Don't be afraid. You won't be lonely when you go back to the human world. We can bypass the firewall to help you climb the charts and promote you. Don't worry. It's very boring in the game day after day. We'll support you whenever we have nothing to do. Your voice is so good. Without others sabotaging you, you will surely gain many fans. In the future, there will surely be many people who love you, and of course, many ghosts too. I hugged him, and his icy tentacles wrapped tightly around me. So safe and so warm. And countless ghosts were standing behind him. They waved goodbye to me. Fongli, make sure to release more new songs. We'll bypass the firewall to see you. Don't forget we are your first batch of dead fans. We'll send dreams to our families, telling them to buy your albums. and help you climb the charts. Just move forward with confidence. Leave the rest to us. With tears in my eyes, I waved goodbye to them. I really didn't want to leave. This forest that was devoid of daylight yet was brilliantly lit. And the warm looks in the eyes of those ghosts, they were the light that illuminated the forest. Escaping is easy, but it was they who gave me the courage to keep moving forward. I won't be afraid anymore. The moment midnight arrived, the scene before me shifted. It was no longer the radiantly light forest, but the silent and deserted rooftop. But unlike 7 days ago, I was no longer alone now. I left the rooftop, went to the Shin Entertainment Group office downstairs, and destroyed all the contracts and photos. Everything that bound me in the past was no more. I will walk my own path to stardom in the future, and I know they will always be by my side. A cold yet warm breeze blew past my ears, seeming to say, "Don't be afraid. Let's meet in the next Firefly Forest."